3 weeks after the Chadian Air Force Chief Amin Ahmed Idris, calling for the United States troops that are based at the Arji Kosei Air Base to be kicked out of the Sahel country's territory, the United States has delivered a response to the threats, and it seems the Americans are not threatened by those calls at all. Through the State Department, the United States has downplayed the calls by the Chadian military officer for American troops to leave the country, and given an impression that their presence in Chad will proceed without a hitch going into the future. We say this because while addressing the matter in the briefing of April 25, 2024, the State Department Deputy Spokesperson Vedant Patel said that all that the United States is aware of is that Chad is in a campaign period and preparing for the May 6 elections. That the United States troops are therefore not leaving Chad any soon, and even after May 6, U.S. officials like State Department Deputy Secretary Kurt Campbell will hold talks with the elected Chadian government that will be in place, so as to proceed with the cooperation that guarantees the continuity of the troops' presence in the country, and without saying much, take a listen at him speak on the matter here.
So there are reports that U.S. military personnel are expected to leave Chad in the coming days, possibly as soon as this weekend. Can you say whether there are any diplomatic efforts underway to stop that from happening? And then more broadly, is the department working at all on an urgent basis to quell what appears to be the swell of pro-Russian, anti-American sentiment coursing throughout significant counterterrorism partners?
Yeah, let me address that in two parts. So first, our military deployments anywhere around the world, they operate at the invitation and with the support and partnership of host nations. U.S. forces in Chad have supported regional and international counterterrorism operations against violent extremisms in the Sahel and the Lake Chad region for years now. We are in ongoing conversations with Chadian officials about our security partnership. Our understanding is that Chad is focused on preparing for its upcoming presidential elections on May 6th, and so we anticipate these consultations and the parameters and discussions around our security cooperation will continue and grow in the ensuing time after those presidential elections. And as it relates to your broader question, we have been clear that the U.S. has a deep commitment to expand our partnerships with between the United States and African countries, African institutions, and the people of Africa. This was a key pillar of the African Leader Summit that was held about a year and a half ago. One of the key things that we continue to remain focused on, especially in the West African and Sahel region, is a security partnership, a focus on counterterrorism. And again, our military deployments there are at the invitation and in the support and partnership of these host countries. And we're going to remain focused on working with additional partners, seeking out additional partnerships, and doing what we can to focus on these issues of security as well as overcoming economic and other development challenges as well.
Is there any redoubling or intensification of efforts, just given recent developments?
I don't have any specific engagements to read out. What I can say is that Deputy Secretary Campbell, I expect to travel to the region in the coming months, specifically in the context of Niger, to continue to have these kinds of conversations and to continue to strengthen our relationships there. All right, thanks everybody.